What's up, guys? Welcome back to another Stay Fresh production, and today's gonna be a quick video, hopefully doing a new series that I'm gonna be starting. Gonna try to do this every week. Can't guarantee that, but I will try. This is gonna be fragrances of the week. Other reviewers have called it weekly fragrance rotation and other things like that. I've had a lot of you guys reaching out to me asking me to do this. I was really surprised to see that because I figured, you see it from other people. Why do you need to see it from me? But you guys have been asking, so I'm going to do it. And I'm going to try to do this quickly without much editing. Hopefully I can just kind of breeze through this and just show you what I've been wearing this week. Today is Thursday, May the 23rd, and I'm going to show you what I've been wearing since last Thursday, which was May the 16th. And just to get it out of the way, yes, this is in the style of Greggy Boy 76, and even Mr. Smelly has dabbled in this style of just showing you guys the presentation instead of me on camera. So yes, I'm not claiming this style as my own. I do want to pay homage to those two reviewers. I really appreciate you guys and your content. So starting on May the 16th, I wore Citrus No. 1 Intense from the House of Parfums Vintage. I did a first impression of this on a recent video a couple weeks ago of some of the new Parfums Vintage releases. This one I thought could have been an interpretation of Tom Ford's Neroli Portofino, but it is instead an interpretation of Xerjoff's Neo, which I actually have not smelled. And if this smells anything like Neo, then I would imagine I would greatly enjoy Neo, because this stuff is good. It's really nice. You have this neroli and citrus freshness. It's a little woody. It's just very nice, fresh, very invigorating and zingy. Really nice to wear. Just to let you guys know, I typically wear 2 fragrances a day, at least. I'll wear one early in the morning when I go to work. I teach super early in the morning, and then I'll usually put another one on later in the afternoon when I go to teach again. So this was the first one I wore on Thursday the 16th, Citrus No. 1 Intense. The second one that I wore later on that day, I actually don't have any presentation worth viewing, and that is going to be Maison Francis Kurkdjian Grand Soir. In fact, how about we place a bottle right here, the bottle that I wish I had. Yes, I wore a little bit of Grand Soir, and man, I love that stuff. Really love it. Would love to get a bottle. It's a nice, sweet, and very succulent and rich amber scent. It has a little bit of this like dusty nature to it. It's kind of transparent, but it is very present. Beautiful and elegant scent. Would love to have it someday. Anyway, that was last Thursday, and let's move on to Friday, May the 17th. And the fragrance that I put on in the morning was this bad boy, which is a new addition to my collection that I am absolutely loving. This is Creed's Royal Water, a fragrance that is not often talked about from the house. Man, this stuff, and you're gonna see more of this over the course of the rotation, because I wore this a lot over the past week because it was pretty new and I just got a lot of wearing out of it because I was really enjoying it. This is citrusy fresh, but has quite a bit of mint in it. It has a bit of an herbal nature in addition to the mint. You got a lot of basil in the heart with some juniper, which I don't get much of, and it dries down to some musk and some ambergris. Super refreshing scent, so nice, and I've gotten a lot of compliments with this one over the course of the week. So that's Creed's Royal Water, which we will see again. Later on Friday, that same day, I actually wore Juliet Has a Gun Vanilla Vibes, which I actually just reviewed. If you haven't checked that out, what are you doing? The card will be up here somewhere to check it out. This stuff is gorgeous. I'm not going to say anything about it. Go watch the review if you haven't already to learn more. So that was Friday. On Saturday, the 18th, I wore this one, which if you saw my fragrances currently blowing my mind, this was one of them, and I'm still loving this stuff. This is Tommy for Men from the year, I believe, 1995 or 6. I can't remember now, one of the two. Man, this stuff really has a special place in my heart. If you didn't see the video I featured it in, I have a lot of sentimental value with this fragrance. Beautiful, like woody, aromatic, a little bit of an aquatic nature, but not really. It's, you know, a lot of lavender and citruses, and I think there's some spicy nature to it. There's even some cactus apparently in there. Really great scent. Don't overlook this one. You may not love it, but I think you'll really enjoy it, and others around you too will as well, because I got a lot of compliments with this one as well. Okay, on Sunday the 19th, back to Royal Water. Wore this one for the day. Again, really enjoyed it. So that was Sunday. All right, on Monday, we went over to the house of Tommy Bahama, which I don't have a bottle of, but this is a little decant I have from Scentbird. And this is a fragrance called Maritime for Him. Man, I love this stuff. I've been trying to not because, I don't know, it's Tommy Bahama. I feel like, oh, it's cheap or it's generic or I'm not going to like it. But every time I put this on, it smells so good. It is a bit aquatic, kind of sweet and a little spicy. It's kind of unique, honestly. Not off the wall like nothing you've ever smelled, but it's not your typical, you know, freshie. So I might be looking into getting a bottle of this one for the summer. It's really pleasant. And again, smells a little different. So that was Tommy Bahama Maritime. I wore that on Monday. That was my morning scent. And later on that day, I got a little daring. It was kind of warm, honestly, but I was really craving this scent, so I wore it. This was Nishane's Fan Your Flames. And to be honest, this was a mistake to wear on Monday. Again, it was a little bit too warm. I went safe and I only put on one spray on the back of my neck so it wouldn't project like crazy and that it wouldn't drive me crazy if I just was smelling it around me. So I couldn't smell it all that much, but I would catch whiffs, and it just didn't really work with the warm air outside. So, you know, it didn't skew my view of it, but I definitely need to save this for the right occasion. So I wore that one during the day. I decided to go home and take a shower that same day and wore a third fragrance, which was, believe it or not, Creed Royal Water once again. Again, loving this stuff. Really loving this stuff. You're gonna see this more on my upcoming summer list, which will be happening in the next couple weeks here. Okay, up next on Tuesday the 21st, I wore a brand new release, or upcoming release at the time of this recording. This is a Ventus cologne. Yes, indeed. Creed actually sent me and many other members of the community samples to check it out before the release. So I have been getting a little bit of wearing out of this. Man, the sample's trying to run away from me here. And I actually plan to review this coming up on Monday. So look out for that review. Well, whatever. I'm not going to say anything about it. It's nice stuff. You'll get my full thoughts in the full review. So make sure you stay tuned for that next Monday. That was Creed Aventus Cologne. Okay, on Wednesday, we started the day off. In the morning, I wore this gorgeous scent from the House of Creed, Original Santal. Wonderful scent, especially for the autumn time. It's not autumn here, but it was cool enough to pull it off. You got beautiful vanilla and juniper. There's some cinnamon in there, you know, obviously sandalwood. It's sweet and kind of creamy and fresh and very aromatic. There's lavender too. It kind of comes off smelling a little bit like clean, sweet laundry when it dries down. Really gorgeous scent, very versatile, and I really dig it. That's Original Santal. And later that day, I decided to wear this fragrance, which is fairly new to the wardrobe here. This is from the House of Vince Camuto. This is their first fragrance from 2012 called Vince Camuto for Men. This house is very much overlooked, and I understand why. They haven't really put out anything super stand out in terms of the designer market and things that can stand beside others in the genre. But this fragrance, I gotta say, I really enjoy it. Now you're gonna find performance to be almost abysmal. It doesn't really project at all, at least, you know, not even from the first spray. It's kind of even hard to smell when you first spray it on, but I love the subtlety of it. You get a nice leather and citrus, and there's even some spicy nature with pepper. I think there's some lavender in there. So it is kind of fresh and aromatic, but it dries down very quickly to a nice soft leather scent, again with a little bit of spice. It's really nice, very gentlemanly, and something that I think I'm going to try to get some more wear out of. And yeah, it's nice. That's Vince Camuto for men. Check it out if you haven't already. I think their first fragrance may have been their best one. Finally, today, this is Gucci Guilty Intense. Not much to say about this one. It hasn't gotten much play from me over the years, but it's nice. It's really nice. It's sweet and fresh. It's aromatic. It has a bit of this amber nuance to it, which is really nice. Stuff would be better for the cooler weather perhaps, but it does have a bit of an aromatic nature. There's lavender in here, so it is pretty fresh. And it's fairly strong. It will last on the skin, doesn't project all that much, but it's nice. It's a pleasant scent, nothing special, very synthetic, doesn't really develop all that much. I don't really get most of the notes that are alleged in here, but I do enjoy it in small doses. That was Gucci Guilty Intense. And for the remainder of this day, I have some things to do. I have to go teach in a little bit. I also have to attend a recital this evening, and I decided that my scent of the evening is most likely going to be Layton from Parfums de Marly. Wonderful scent, very versatile. You know, I'm going to maybe dress up a little bit, but not too much, so it kind of works for that. It can be very casual, but also rides the line between casual and elegant, and that's what I'm going for with this one. It's sweet and fresh and spicy and just very mass appealing, hits all the marks, and you know, very, very hard to dislike here. So that's going to be Parfums de Marly Layton for my scent of the evening here, Thursday the 23rd. So I'll just leave it here, whatever. Definitely the winner of this week was Royal Water. Got a lot of wearing out of it. Will continue to do so over the summer. I might run through this bottle. I got to be careful. Really, really great stuff here. And that is my rotation for the week. This is the first one. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys do enjoy this, I will do it again. So please let me know in the comments, and also by hitting that like button to show me if you enjoy this content. And again, if you do, then I'll bring more of it to you, hopefully on a weekly basis. Anyway, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Peace. This is weird. I'll see you guys in the next one.